साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
Dear devotees, you are about to embark on the greatest journey of your life, a journey to the core of your inner being. Please, all in a low voice, follow the Omkar and let your mind reach a quietude of silence. All together, let us repeat the Pranava. Please sit up straight, and in the quietness of your mind, hear the sound of your breathing. Breathe in and out, in, out. Now, open your eyes and see the light in front of you. This is the light of a candle. Gaze intently at the light. Now, feel the light shining in the center of your forehead. Now half close your eyes and feel the light in the center of your forehead. Now, let that light come down your neck to the center of your chest. Imagine a flower, a lotus, opening petal by petal to receive the light. Now the light is resting on the lotus. The lotus disappears, only the light remains. But it is no more the light of the candle. It is a round ball of formless light. It is a light of divinity within you. Feel this light now expand, and feel the light going down your body, into your legs, up to your feet. Feel warmth as the light surges through your limbs. And make this mental vow, O Lord, my legs, touched by the light of your divinity, will always take me only to places of goodness. Feel the light surging upwards, up into your chest, around your shoulders, and down into your arms and fingers. Feel the warmth as this light surges through you. Make this mental vow, O Lord. My arms, touched by the light of your divinity, will only yearn to do what is good. Now feel the light surging upwards into your neck and into your face, into your head. And the light now shines in your eyes. Make a vow. My eyes must yearn to see only what is good. Feel the light now shining in your ears. My ears must yearn to hear only what is good. Feel the light now shining on your lips. My lips must yearn to only speak what is good. Now, feel this light now shining into your whole body. The light illumines the body. In your mind, repeat the words, the light is in me. Now feel the light expand. Expand, and you are now sitting in a ball of light, in a cone of formless light. Let your mind say, the light is within me, I am in the light. Feel a thrill of this light, and now feel this light expanding and filling this entire room with a divine glow. And let this light now go beyond this room, beyond and beyond, spreading ever further to this whole country, and beyond this country, beyond oceans and beyond nations. Let this light flow ever outwards to encompass the whole world. Now, imagine yourself, not your physical body, but an inner being within you, like a gigantic divine form, sitting on the globe, and the light of your divinity, the light of your love, encompassing the whole world. Stay for a moment, thrilled in that thought. Now, bring into your mind's eye and send your light of love to all the creatures of the world, all the animals and insects, creatures that fly or crawl. All of them are God's creatures. Send your light of love now to those whom you dislike or whom you think dislike you. Send your love, send your light of love to them. The same Atma in you is also in them. Let them feel the radiance of your light. Let them feel the radiance of your love. Now, into your mind's eye, bring those you love, your spouse, children, relations, friends, whoever. Bathe them with the divine glow of your love. Feel oneness with the whole world. Feel at peace with yourself. And now, look inside you. Can you imagine? Do you see a ball of light within you? In this ball of light, bring in the form of the Ishtadeva, the divine being that you love and worship. See this form smiling within you. See this divine form raise his hands in blessing. You have shared your love with the world. Now, receive the blessing and darshan of the divine within. Stay for a moment, thrilled in this thought that you and he are one.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ श्रीभास्कराय विद्महे साईदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रेमात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नः सत्यः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अशहदु अन्ना इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अशहदु अन्ना इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदर रसूलल्लाह अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदर रसूलल्लाह हय्या अला सलाह हय्या अला सलाह الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
आज्ञा भैया काल की कभी चलायो बंद, सब सीखन को कब है गुरु मानियो ग्रंथ, गुरु ग्रंथ जी मानियो प्रगट पुरा की ने, जो प्रभु को मिले वो चाहे खोज शब्द मिले, राज करेगा खालसा आती रहे न कोई, बाल हुए सब मिलेंगे बचे शरण जो होए, वाहे गुरु नाम जहाँ रहे चढ़े सौंदर्य पार, जो शरदा कर सेव दे गुरु पार उतारन हार, जो शरदा कर सेव दे गुरु पार उतारन हार। बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धर्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि। ॐ नमो अरिहन्ताय, ॐ नमो सिद्धाय, ॐ नमो आर्याय, ॐ नमो रजाय, नमो ये सब साहुरं, ये सोपंच नमोकारो, सर्व पाप विनाशनो मंगलानं च सर्वेषां, परमं भवयेमङ्गलम्। गणेशाय नमः, सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः, हरिः ओम्। ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत ऋषभे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः यात इषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्या यातवतया नो रुद्रमृडया याते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीली यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसि पुरुषैं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्चावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत अद्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीगश्च सर्वा आञ्जम्भयन् सर्वा आश्रयातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिताः सहस्रशो वै शागुं हेड ईमहे असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराग्नियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्यधनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु धे निशीर्य शल्यानामुका शिवो नः सुमना भव विजन्धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आहुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मीडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः।
अत्रीणात्वा कृमे हन्मि कण्वेन जमदग्निना विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमीणागुं राजा अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अथो माताथो पिता अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिका हताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः आहरावद्य श्रितस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यं यदमुय्यमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तत् खण्फण्मृषि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Krishna Madhava, Madhava Krishna, Krishna Madhava, Madhava Krishna, Krishna Madhava, Madhava Krishna, Krishna Madhava, Madhava Krishna. Krishna Bhagavan
Sai Ram. We have a former student of Bhagwan, an alumnus of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Sri Bala Ramachandran, speaking to all of us on the valuable lessons he has learnt and which he continues to learn at the lotus feet of our Divine Master. Brother Bala Ramachandran joined for his undergraduate program in the Brindavan campus of our university in the year 1994, and later went on to finish his master's in financial management from the Prashanti Nilayam campus between 1997 to 1999, where he was blessed to receive the most coveted gold medal from the divine hands. He was also blessed to be a part of Prashanti Bhajan group, and currently he is an active bhajan singer as a part of Sundaram Bhajan group at Tamil Nadu. I now welcome Brother Bal Ramachandran to come over and share with all of us the unique lessons he has learned under the direct divine umbrella of our beloved Lord. Brother Bal Ramachandran.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा त्वमेव सर्वं श्री साई देवा। हर पल हर क्षण भूल करे हम, हर पल हर क्षण भूल करे हम, पग पग ठोकर खाए, एक पग आगे दो पग पीछे, साई तुम तक कैसे आए। Dear Swami, loving pranams at your lotus feet. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, Sai Ram to all of you. हर पल हर क्षण भूल करे हम, पग पग ठोकर खाए. In those golden days when I had the opportunity to sit at Swami's lotus feet and sing, this was one bhajan we would sing before Swami. And what you just heard was the alap which was sung before the bhajan. I've always wondered about the meaning of this alap because it starts like this. It says, Har pal har kshan bhool kare hum. Swami, each moment, every single moment, Swami, I make mistakes. And I suffer the consequences of those mistakes. But do I learn from those mistakes? Swami, no, Swami. Each single time I take a step towards you, Swami, I take 2 steps backward. Ek pag aage, do pag piche. And thus, Swami, my question to you is this. Tum tak kaise aaye? When each time I move forward, Swami, I move back 2 steps. How did I ever reach you, Swami? This is the same question I had at that time, and this continues to be the same question I have for Swami today. When I talk about Haripal Harikshan Bhool Kare Hum, what comes to my mind is a beautiful experience which a Sai brother of mine, a student brother of mine had. Once this brother felt that Swami was upset with him, and felt that physically Swami was not interacting with him. And Swami would generally interact with this boy very frequently. But for a couple of days, which later on became weeks, Swami never spoke to this boy. And this Sai brother was very worried why Swami was not speaking to him. He felt that maybe he had made some mistake which had displeased Swami. And thus one day in darshan, he sat before Swami. He got up and said, Swami, I'm sorry, Swami. The moment he said, I'm sorry, Swami, with a quizzical look on his face, Swami said, Enduku, which means for what? And again he said, Swami, sorry, Swami. And again Swami smiled and said, Enduku, for what? Now this brother was now very surprised. He went back home and maybe thought, maybe I never made a mistake because I'm saying sorry to Swami, but Swami is asking me, why are you apologizing? So maybe I really didn't make any mistake, so maybe I should not have apologized at all. I unnecessarily wasted a sorry. But then Swami was still not speaking to him, so he decided to persist. And the next day, when he got his opportunity again, he got up and said, Swami, sorry, Swami. And again Swami said, Enduku, for what? And said, Swami, sorry, Swami, for the mistake I committed. Swami said, exactly, that is what I am also asking you. Out of the so many mistakes that you have done, for which mistake are you asking for pardon? So Enduku does not mean why are you asking sorry. What basically it means is, of the many mistakes that you have committed, for which mistake are you asking for sorry? Harupal Harikshan Bhul Kareham. I don't think this was a story of just this brother. I think it's my story too. And that's why I ask you, Swami, Tum tak kaise aaye? And very beautifully, in the second part of this alap, Swami gives the response. Tum tak kaise aaye? The question ends there, and the answer starts after that. Karuna sagar parama dayalu Sai. Swami, each time I take a step forward, I go back 2 times, and I consistently do that even today, Swami. But I've still reached you, Swami. Why? Because you are the ocean of compassion. Karuna Sagar, Parama Dayalu, Swami. And thus, Swami, despite all my mistakes, I stand before you today in those hallowed premises in a place which I believe is the sanctum sanctorum of the entire cosmos. Swami, I stand in the nerve center of the entire creation, in these very holy grounds where you walked physically. It just goes to say how difficult it is to reach, Swami, and we have reached so easily. But then I keep asking, Swami, I have reached you, Swami. You have drawn me to you. And Swami, this is an opportunity for me to remind myself about why you have brought me to you. Another beautiful incident which happened in this very ground. Once Swami was speaking to us, all the boys, and there were a group of VIPs who had come. Swami was interacting with the VIPs, Swami was also interacting with the boys, and somewhere in between, looking at the VIPs, Swami said, see, these boys are all MS students. MS students, now Master of Sciences. Now the truth is, none of us were MS students. We were all BCom, BA, MBA, maybe, but never MS students. But Swami was saying, these are all MS students. And naturally, you felt very proud when Swami is saying you're all MS students, especially so when you're not really MS students. But a few seconds later, after the VIPs had departed, Swami came back to us again and said, boys, remember I introduced you as MS students. You know what MS is? And we said, Swami, Master of Sciences, Swami. Swami said, no. MS means March, September student. That means you take your exam in March, you fail, take your exam in September, fail again, take your exam in March, take your exam in September. Punarapi jananam, punarapi manaram, punarapi jananam, punarapi manaram. You're born, you die. You're born, you die. You're born, you die because you do not pass the exam, the purpose for which you were born. And Swami, whenever I think of that episode, and I can see you smiling now because I've still not learned that lesson. You were trying to tell us, Swami, maybe, that you are here because you have to pass that exam, which will ensure that you're never born again. And you come only when I come. You come only when I come down, and you come as my companions. So maybe Swami has come to tell us that you need to pass that exam. One more beautiful episode. Okay, now the exam is what I have to pass, but then what do I need to realize in order to pass the exam? Naturally, Swami is a teacher. He has certain things to teach. I will have to internalize them if I have to pass the exam. So the question is, Swami, what have you come to teach? What is your mission? One more beautiful episode, which again happened in these very hallowed grounds. There was this gentleman, I'm talking about a long, long time ago. There was this gentleman who was very well educated. In those days, the biggest degree you could talk about was a BA. He was a BA honors. And he was very proud of the fact that he was a BA honors. And this gentleman came to see Swami for the first time. Naturally, he knew nothing about the system here. He didn't know how things would work here. He did not know about the darshan tokens. So what happens is, if darshan is at 6 o'clock, our friend walks in at 6 o'clock, only to find the mandir completely filled up. And he's got no place to sit. The Sevadal politely tells him, sorry sir, you cannot go inside now. And this gentleman is very upset because he, a BA honors, is made to wait outside. And he's even more upset because he finds apparently unread people, uneducated people, people from villages seated inside in the first rows. And he was very upset. And then what happens is, after a lot of difficulty, he finds a place somewhere behind, and then Swami comes out for darshan. Swami walks very smoothly along these very grounds where you're currently seated, and then comes to that very corner. Swami has got a knack of picking up people, so he goes straight towards this gentleman. As he nears this gentleman, Swami starts smiling, and then Swami looks straight into his eyes and says, you might be a BA, but I am a double BA. BA, Baba. If you are a BA, I am a double BA. Now, anything that Swami mentions casually, all of us know, will have multiple levels of meaning. On another occasion, I remember Swami said, BA means B for being, Sat. A for awareness, Chit. B for bliss, Ananda, and A for Atma. Sat, Chit, Ananda, Swarupa, Parabrahma, Atma is a Swami. He is the master of all creation. He is the Adi Purusha. He is the source of all avatars, was what Swami was saying. Now, Swami, this is what you are, Swami. But then what's the lesson I take away from this? And this reminds me of something which again happened in Prashantinilayam. This was during a Kavi Sammelan. And as you might be aware, during the Kavi Sammelan, we have poets coming from across the world, from across the country, who read out very erudite poems, very difficult to understand poems, philosophical poems. And amidst all those philosophical poems was the opportunity of Sri Kasturi ji, the biographer of Swami who wrote Satyam Shivam Sundaram. It was his opportunity to speak, in fact, to read out a poem. And he started his poem with the following lines. He said, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Imagine in a Kavi Sammelan where there are very erudite poems read out. Imagine somebody starting with a nursery rhyme. He actually said, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now the original nursery rhyme is how I wonder what you are. But that's where the twist in the tale was. Kasturi sir said, twinkle, twinkle, little star, have you wondered what you are? Oh man, have you ever wondered what you are? You are not what you think, you are the very spark of Sai. So Swami, if you are BA, being awareness, bliss, Atma, then what is the lesson Swami has for us? Swami, what am I, Swami? Swami often says we are a spark. And again, I remember a very beautiful incident which happened in this mandir right behind us. Alf Johansson Tiedemann, in Kasturi sir's own words in Loving God, he says he drove all the way from Bangalore to Prashantinilayam and walked up the stairs to Swami's room. And when he walked up the stairs to Swami's room, it was an afternoon. What did he find? He opens the door and finds Swami seated on the chair, and next to him was Kasturi sir. The moment Alf Tiedemann enters Swami's room, Swami looks at him, and physically Swami seeing him after a long time. So Swami looks at him, and then Swami says, Alf, you look very fit and fresh. Now, you won't expect Swami to tell you that you're looking very fit and fresh. So naturally, Alf Tiedemann was very surprised. But before he could recover from the surprise, Swami throws a question at him. Swami says, how do I look? Now, what do you say when Swami asks you, how do I look? For want of time to think, Alf Tiedemann repeated the very same words which Swami put in his mouth. He said, Swami, you also look very fit and fresh. And then comes the next question. He points to Kasturi. Swami points to Kasturi and says, how does Kasturi look? Again, no time to think, and Alf Tiedemann says, Swami, Kasturi also looks very fit and fresh. And after that, Swami looks at Alf and beautifully summarizes it. Swami says, Alf, I look very fit and fresh. You look very fit and fresh. Kasturi also looks very fit and fresh. I look very fit and fresh. You look very fit and fresh. Kasturi also looks very fit and fresh. Do you know why? Because you are all my reflections. So when I look very fit and fresh, automatically you look very fit and fresh, and Kasturi also looks very fit and fresh. Swami, what a lovely way to say, Swami, that we are not insignificant beings. We are your sparks. Swami, so if you are BA, Swami, we are sparks of that infinite divine effulgence. So Swami, that is one lesson I take away, that I am divine. But is that the end of it, Swami? Swami says no. And here's one more beautiful lesson, again with Kasturi sir. When Kasturi sir was the state president of the Sri Satya Sai organization, Karnataka, and you ask Varadan sir, he will tell you the kind of responsibility which a state president has and the kind of pressures that work involves. Once, unable to take the pressure, he walked up to Swami and said, Swami, I don't want to be state president, Swami. State president is a big position, Swami. I don't want such big positions like state president, Swami. I only want to be an insignificant worm at your lotus feet. This is the prayer which he submitted before Swami. And naturally, there was a very humble, modest statement to make. I don't know what he expected, but generally, if I had made the statement, I would have expected some appreciation from Swami. But Swami had a very unconventional response. Swami said, Kasturi, just because you are a state president, who said you are not a worm? You are trying to tell me I don't want to be a state president, Swami, I want to be a worm. Swami says, just because you're a state president, who said you're not a worm? Lesson 1. Lesson number 2, the meaning of what you said is the worm is small. Why are you insulting the worm? Because even in the worm, there is God. What a beautiful lesson, Swami. Anoraniyana Mahato Mahiyana. Swami, you are there in the smallest of smallest, you are there in the biggest of biggest, Swami. So that's lesson number 2, Swami. Not just that I am divine, Swami. Every being that I see around me is divine. Is that the end? Swami says no. One last beautiful incident again which happened in these divine premises. And one of those gentlemen who was actually there when this happened is actually here in the bhajan group along with us in the Sundaram bhajan group. I had the good fortune to hear this from him. It must have been at about 8 or 9 p.m. at night. And Swami used to stay here, right here in his mandir. And 9 o'clock, you don't expect Swami to walk out because Swami must have retired for the day. So all boys have settled down here. They're all ready to sleep. When suddenly, Swami walks out. And along with Swami is a gentleman who's come from a very famous company which is into selling lighting equipment. And this gentleman is from Bombay and is conversing with Swami in Hindi, and Swami is responding to him in Hindi. This gentleman was taking Swami all around the mandir, and he had come to sell his lighting equipment to Swami because Swami's birthday was coming, and Swami was supposed to buy the lighting equipment, and this gentleman was making a sales pitch. So he stood here and said, Swami, here, Swami, we can have golden colored light. That lighting effect will be very beautiful. And then he moved to another corner of the mandir and said, here, Swami, we will have blue light because here the lighting effect is very beautiful. Here, Swami, we must have red colored light because then the lighting effect is going to be very beautiful. And Swami listens to all this very silently with the boys following him. At one point, after this gentleman had spoken completely, Swami looked at him and said, Tu suraj ko dekha hai? Have you seen the sun? And that person says, yes, Swami, I have seen the sun. Dekha hai, Swami. Tu taron ko dekha hai? Have you seen the stars? Yes, Swami, I have seen the stars. Tu chand ko dekha hai? Have you seen the moon? Yes, Swami. That's what this gentleman says. And again, Swami says, Tu Indradanush ko dekha hai? Have you seen the rainbow? He says, Swami, yes. Tu suraj ko dekha hai? तू चांद को देखा है, तू इंद्रधनुष को देखा है, तू तारों को देखा है, वो सब मेरा लाइटिंग इफेक्ट्स है. Those are all my lighting effects. तो क्या लाइटिंग इफेक्ट्स के बारे में बात करता हूँ? About what lighting effects are you talking about? And the lesson I take away, Swami, is Swami, not just me, Swami, not just every other being in this world, Swami. Swami, everything that I see with my eyes, touch and feel, Swami, they are all you, Swami. They are all your manifestation. Swami, is that the lesson that you have come to teach? And that's what I believe you have come to teach, Swami. My time is running out, so let me conclude. When I talk about all this, these are things which happened in Prashant Nilayam in the divine presence of the Lord. And it reminds me of what Sri Ramakrishna said when he visited Vrindavan. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, when he said Vrindavan, it was the evening hour, just like this evening. He said, "O Krishna, the same Goduli hour is there, Krishna, when the cows come back. Krishna, the cows are still there. The Yamuna still flows. But Krishna, only you are missing, Krishna. These eyes don't see you." And Swami, when I stand here today, that's what I think, Swami. All this happened in your Prashanti Nilayam. That Prashanti Nilayam is still here, Swami. That mandir is still here, Swami. The devotees are still here, Swami. The Chitravati still flows, Swami. The evening hour is still there, Swami. And the Darshan music is still there, Swami. The Vedam chant is still there, Swami. But these poor eyes can't see you. But then, finally, I'm assured by one story. Again, let me borrow a story from Loving God when I conclude. Once it is said that Swami sat with a group of devotees, including Kasturi sir, and Swami wanted to give a photograph to all these devotees. He wanted to take a photograph along with the devotees. And somewhere in between, they were wondering who will take the photograph, because then everybody wants a chance for the photo with Swami. And then Swami said, he volunteered saying, "I will take the photograph." And they said, "Swami, what's the point of a photograph without you? If you're going to take the photograph, we want this photo with you." Swami said, "Hey, chup, let me take the photo." And what happens is everybody poses with just the empty chair, as you see now. With just the empty chair, they pose, and Swami does the job of the photographer. And believe it or not, when the photograph is developed, what do you see? You would have guessed. And if you don't guess, you must see this page in Loving God. The photograph is there for generations to see. You actually find in that photograph taken by Swami, Swami himself sitting with a very surprised look on his face. Look at Loving God and you'll find this photo. Often, Swami, I wonder, why did you do this Leela? But now I think, Swami, maybe you did this Leela because you knew, Swami, that someday these stupid eyes of mine would see only this empty chair. And maybe, Swami, you were trying to say that no chair is really empty. That no chair is really empty. Otherwise, Swami, why would you photograph an empty photo and show yourself in the photo, Swami? I conclude with the very first song that Swami taught me when I am a child of two states, both Tamil Nadu and Kerala, because I was brought up in Kerala, and currently Swami has put me in Tamil Nadu as part of the Sundaram Bhajan group, which was one of those groups which received direct guidance from Swami, and I'm so blessed that I received the guidance there. Let me now conclude with the first ever song I heard when I entered Trichur Samiti. It sums up everything that I want to say, Swami. Govinda Sai, Govinda Sai, Govinda Sai, Govinda. Govindan Tiruparathil Vaazhum Govinda Sai Govinda. Ennu kaanum njan ennulil vaazhum Sai. Ennu kaanum njan എന്റെ ചിത്തത്തിൽ എന്നോടേ ഓമൽ സായേ, എന്നോടേ ഓമൽ സായേ, എന്നോടേ ഓമൽ സായേ. ജയ് സായിറാം.
ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ तत्सत् श्रीनारायण तु पुरुषोत्तम गुरुतु सिद्धबुद्ध तु स्कन्द विनायक सविता पावक तु सविता पावक तु ब्रह्ममस्तु यवशक्ति तु येषु पिता प्रभुतु रुद्र विष्णु तु रामकृष्ण तु रहीमतावतु रहीमतावतु वासुदेव गो विश्वरूप तु चिदानन्द हरितु अद्वितीय तु अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिङ्ग शिव तु आत्मलिङ्ग शिव तु आत्मलिङ्ग शिव तु। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक परति महेश्वरा। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा गणपते स्वामी सर्वा गणपते आश्रित कल्पललिता आश्रित कल्पललिता आपद्भार्गवा। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदेवं मर्यन्तयुमीवे स्वामी मर्यन्तयुमीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शयना। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूपा ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलारति अंधुक मंगलारति अंधुक मंगल गिरिधारी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। ओम शांति शांति शांति। समस्त लोका
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्।
समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। 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 ॐ शांति शांति।